Hello everybody, it's Catherine from Jane Catherine on Books, and I'm here with September's book haul. I'm doing this a little bit different this time. I'm not doing it face to face. I'm a bit not feeling so good at the moment. I think I may have got shingles again, and oh dear, I don't want to spoil your day by looking at me looking rough. So I thought, let's look at some pretty covers instead. So I've got 3 non-fiction books here that I found from our second-hand bookshop, Mrs Lofthouse's in Scarborough. And as you know, I take books I've finished with and I get credits, and these are what I've got this time with my credits. So this is a beautiful, it's called Dirty Weekends, or The Part-Time Gardener. Or The Part-Time Gardener, not with the part-time gardener. Yeah, just thought I'd make that plain. We're not doing Smutathon. This is a lovely, like a botanical book really. I got it for £3. There's some lovely botanical images in here, and all about gardening. Beautiful. And it was £3, and yeah, I liked that one. Then on the same sort of theme, I saw this. This is The Seasons by Lewis Lawrence. Oh, I didn't say what that last one was about. Written and illustrated by Sarah Creswell, the last one. So I'll put the details down below as usual. So this is The Seasons. This was £3.50. It's got the same pattern on the naked hardback. So I didn't think that this, look at this, it's poetry and little stories, and look at the images on here. How gorgeous. That's the rest of my book's gone. Where thick thy primrose blossoms play, are lovely and innocent as they. Oh, coppice lawns and dells, in bands the rural children stray, to pluck thy nectared bells, by Montgomery. Look at this. Away to the woods, away to the woods, away. All nature is smiling, our young hearts beguiling. Or we will be happy today, away, away, away. Away to the woods, away. Gorgeous. So that's The Seasons by Lewis Lawrence. I'm trying to see when this was published actually. £19.92. I'm surprised it looks older than that. And I couldn't resist this. Beatrix Potter, The Tale of Mrs Tittlemouse and Other Mouse Stories, £2.50. And in typical Beatrix Potter style, look at these gorgeous illustrations. Mrs Tittlemouse went on her way to a distant storeroom to fetch cherry stones and thistledown seed for dinner. Oh, gorgeous, look at that. So I think whenever you find these old children's stories and they're a good price, grab them while you can. This one was sent to me by Mark Vance, Mark A. Vance, the author, and I can't remember if I'd shown you this, but I've just started reading it, so I thought I'd include it in my haul. It's Angels of Light. Now, it is self-published, but it is being promoted on NetGalley at the moment. And he lives over in the States. He's an airline pilot and very kindly sent me this via Books Books on the Go, is it? Books on the Go, Books for Go. I'll write it down below. I can't remember which way around it is. They're a publicist, a publicity company that's promoting this at the moment. They were also promoting, can you remember the book Kayte? I've just got it here. The book Kayte that I absolutely loved and gave 5 stars to, sorry, Nicole Brooks. Slice of life, women's fiction. Gorgeous, enjoyed that. Contemporary piece of fiction, really, very good. So this is a bit supernatural. This is about, there are quite a few books about, and I've read 1 or 2, about people, children that come back and they give such accurate details about who they were in a past life. I can't remember if one boy, for example, He could name the crew at 4. He could name the crew of his plane, all the details about his plane in the military, how it worked, what campaigns they were in. It was amazing. Well, it looks as if this is going to be something very similar. When I've only just started it, and it's interesting. There's a lad in here called Steve Lacey, and he's been obsessed with planes, aeroplanes, and how they work and flying and everything since he was a young child. And he feels that he's been guided by one of his, I think it's his uncle, I believe, that's that has died and is helping him. So this is right up my street. As you know, I like things like this. Next one that I've been waiting for, The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. I think I mentioned this about 6 months ago in my news and reviews that this was coming out. And yeah, it's copyrighted this year, and I'm really excited to read this. How much do we really know about our families? When they first met, Lucy's mother-in-law, Diana, never really approved of her. That was 5 years ago. Now Diana has been found dead. A suicide note near her body claiming she no longer wanted to live because of a battle with cancer. But the autopsy finds she didn't have cancer. Ooh, so probably she's trying to set, I don't know any more about it, but probably she's trying to set the daughter-in-law up to get her into trouble. The next one, and I can't remember if I showed this either, my memory is getting worse, and I usually write everything down, but this is The Western Wind, Samantha Harvey. This is a literary fiction sent by my bestie Kerry Ann from Woman vs Books. I've had to put it down for now. I started it, the first chapter was, I was drawn in because it's a crime fiction and it's set in the 15th century in a tiny Somerset village, and I was drawn the first chapter, and then as you read a few more chapters it starts, I don't know, I lost interest in it. It was not going how I thought it would. Excuse me. And it started looking from the priest's point of view and sort of the religion of this particular area, and not that I mind that in a book at all, you know, if it's well placed, but it started getting very dry. But I know this book has been loved. I know that Simon Savage Reads, I see he gave it 5 stars, and I don't know if it was Lauren and the Books gave it 5 stars, so it's been highly praised. But you know me, I tend to find that I'm a bit, you know, with these literary fiction that are up for prizes, etc. Yeah, I loved the first chapter. It's a Penguin read and it came out last year. So there we go. I'm not giving up on it, probably pick it up later. I'm in a bit of a slumpy mood, as you know, over the last few months with my books. Sometimes get a bit like this in summer when there's so many other things to do. And really something like that will just put me in the depths of slumpiness. So our next one, I had to get the new Mary Chamberlain. I love Mary Chamberlain. I've never read a bad book by her. And she wrote The Dressmaker of Dachau, which I haven't read actually. And this is her latest one. I think it's a World War II fiction. Let's have a look. Yeah, this has only just been published. And the thing I liked about this is set in the Channel Islands in Guernsey. Now for those, this would be ideal for those of you that love the Guernsey Potato Pie Society. So it's World War II in the Channel Islands, the murky past that won't stay hidden, but can a speck of hope diffuse the darkest shadows of war? When young German Barbara Hummel begins her search to track down the identity of a mysterious woman whose photograph she finds amongst her mother's possessions, she cannot begin to know the secret she will unearth, or how many lies will unravel in the pursuit of the truth. So I'm expecting great things from that hidden Mary Chamberlain. Then the latest book by Lissa Evans, or Lissa. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Lissa with having 2 S's in. Now, I read her last book, which was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. The Hidden. Ah, I've tried to find it to show it you. And can I find it? No. The Crooked Heart. That's it. Not hidden at all. The Crooked Heart. Set in World War II. YA. I think this is probably... I don't know if this is a YA as well. This is one going to be my penguin choice for next month. 1928, Matilda Simpkin is a woman with a thrilling past and a chafingly uneventful present. In her youth, she was a militant suffragette. Jailed 5 times, she marched, sang, smashed windows and heckled Winston Churchill, but nothing since then has had the same depth, the same excitement. Now in middle age, Matty is looking for a new purpose. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah. I'd have been a suffragette. And, yeah, you get to middle age and, you know, doesn't mean that we change our personalities just because we get to middle age and we want to sit at home and be all prim and proper. Love the cover on this. Look at that. That's gorgeous cover. It says shortlisted for the Bollinger Everyman Wodehouse Prize for Comic Literature in 2019. So wise and witty, it says. So I'm expecting a bit of a giggle with that one as well. But yeah, I've been looking forward to that one as well. And then one that I've already started. I've just finished a book that I'm doing a buddy read with Kerry Ann. So I'll have that in my wrap up. So I've just started this one, and this is The Botanist's Daughter, Kayte Nunn. I've never heard of Kayte Nunn before. I was really fascinated by the blurb, and what a gorgeous cover. Look at these gorgeous flowers and the bird, and it's one of those, oh, I love those new floppy paperbacks where they're easy to, you know, they're bendy and they're easy to read. Discovery, desire and deception. So, a buried secret. Anna is growing her gardening business and renovating her late grandmother's house when she discovers a box hidden in the wall cavity. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it contains. And then we've got a split time narrative. We go back to 1886 when we've got a lady adventurer. Elizabeth Trebithick is determined to fulfil her father's dying wish and continue his life's work as an adventurer and plant hunter when she embarks on a perilous journey to discover a rare and miraculous flower. So split time narrative, which I enjoy if they're done very well. So far, yes. We're getting alternating chapters, so it is working well. It's flowing nicely. I like her writing style. Yeah, I'm drawn into it and very excited to get that. So there we are. There's I'm trying to be good by having shorter book hauls lately and trying to get them read as I haul them, because I've still got loads on my TBR that I need to be getting read or unhaul if I'm not going to read them. So I hope there's a few there that you like the look of, especially if you've read any of the ones like me in the past. If you've read Lissa Evans, the last one with me, and if you like Mary Chamberlain and you like a good old literary fiction and you can't wait to see the latest Sally Hepworth. Bits of supernatural in there, and there we go. So thank you for joining me. Bit of a different video, but yeah, much nicer looking at these gorgeous book covers than me ranting on at you. So see you again next time. Bye for now.